So I was camera shopping recently and I picked up a Sony Handycam DCR-SX45, and I'll go ahead and review that for you today and show you what its features are and a couple of the drawbacks. The first thing that I looked for when I was shopping around for a camera was the price point. This thing came in just at $200, so it fit within kind of a hard budget I had. And for the $200 you get a lot of features, but there are also some drawbacks. Let's go ahead and start with a few of the features that caught my eye. One of those is the 70 times zoom. That's an optical zoom, and it has a digital zoom that also goes up to 2,000 times. So that's a lot of zoom in a really portable camera. It does have a Carl Zeiss lens, and it has a lens cover that closes when the camera is not in use, which helps keep the dust out, which was one of the features I was looking for. So on the outside of the camera, you have your standard tripod mount. You do have SD card slot, and that takes a regular size SD. Of course, there is a battery that comes on and off. You can get an extra battery if you're going to do a lot of video. You have your manual functions here, your physical functions. You can also do this on screen, which I'll show you in a minute. And then over here on the side, you have DC in on the top for power, and you have audio and video out. And one of the other features of this camera with the DC in is it's not just for charging the battery, but that also allows you to power the camera while in use. So we'll go ahead and open this up and I'll show you a couple of the features on the inside as well. So on the inside you have a power button here, so you can turn the power off while the screen is open. You have an auto function to tell it to go full auto. You have play function, so you can review items. You also have a USB port, and then you have a light as well, so you can turn the light on, if you can see that there. Once you've had the camera on for a minute, it actually goes into this mode for recording. So you have your zoom features. You can zoom in or zoom out right on screen, and you can also tell it to record or stop recording right on screen. Of course, that's just standard stuff. Let's go to the menu. To get there, you just tap in the middle of the screen. We'll let it finish writing to the SD card first. Sometimes it takes a couple taps. When you tap on the screen, you get the menu option. Let's do that again. You tap on menu. Let me get there. Come on. So here you get your most used menu functions. So you have scene selection, face detection, auto slow shutter, that's to let a little bit more light in dark situations, spot meter and focus, which is kind of cool. You can set it to auto, and it will try and determine the best thing to focus on. Let's go back to the menu. There's a guide frame, so you can turn that on, and that's what that looks like. We'll turn that off. It's actually a little annoying if you don't need it. And then you have your record mode, so you can set it to a high quality or lower quality, that type of thing. So here you have a lot more options. Let's just sort through some of these. You can hold down this option on the left and then scroll up or down, or you can go by page. Telemacro is a really cool one. What that does is it does macro shooting, and everything around it gets blurry and it focuses in really, really tight. So it's kind of neat. You can set your exposure, focus, let's see here, white balance, get your spot meter, that type of thing that you saw before, fader. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can set in here. Most of it is kind of standard stuff. Let's see what else we have in here. Let's scroll up a little bit. It does like to beep a lot. You can set your picture settings as far as sizes, that type of thing. You can do some editing on screen, and you can actually go through and view all of your images and video right on the camera, which is nice as well. So one of the things that I did like here is it does have the steady shot. Go back down a little bit. And it has the auto slow shutter, which we saw before, and then you get all your settings for audio recording and some video recording settings also. For all of its features, this camera did come a little bit short when it came to the actual video quality. It takes pretty much standard definition video. I'm really looking for high quality video, and the video that it did produce was kind of soft and fuzzy, and not really the quality that I'm looking for. So I'm still camera shopping, but this one is pretty feature rich for a $200 price point. It's got a lot of things if you need all those features. But the one thing that I need most is a high quality video, and so in that area this fell a little bit short.